Sheriff Andre Brunson every day at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. on Tuskegee Virtual TV, Channel 181 in town, and Channel 19 on the TU campus, hosted by DJ Booty Rush. Be sure to check out our live stream every Thursday evening on YouTube at Tuskegee Virtual. We're keeping Tuskegee in the know.
You tune in live 100.7 WBZ. Y'all stand up and give a warm welcome to the sheriff in the building, y'all. Let's go.
The Rush, hey, Macon County. How you doing tonight? First of all, 100.7 FM WBZ with DJ Booty Rush at Hear Me TV. Tuskegee Virtual TV, Channel 181 in town, Channel 19 on campus, with Pat Wallace, director, Kimberly Wright, Butch Baxter, and Jordan. Hey, Jordan always smiles over there when we do that, ain't she?
Yeah.
He always smiles over there. Well, look at here. We got a good show tonight. Got some visitors here in the building.
Right.
You know, we got Miss Sheriff in the building. Yep. Hey, look at here. First time we got Lieutenant Sutherland sitting in here. He always over there hiding behind the door.
Yeah.
But you know, I knew how to get him
That's
here.
right.
You know, I knew how to get him here.
That's right.
I got his wife here.
That's right.
He gonna be close by now.
That's right.
Hey, we got Brisky over there with his hand out waiting on this piece of candy that I ain't gonna give him today. We got old Butch over there. Brisky, I'm gonna give you a piece of candy, man. I'm gonna give you some. And we got Miss Sheriff in the building here. Hey, we got our buddy back.
All right.
We got Pat back.
Pat is in the building. Las Vegas, man.
Pat is back. Did you see him on Facebook showing the great time he was having?
Oh, yeah, man.
Made some people jealous.
We partied like crazy out there.
Man.
We did indeed. Had a good time.
You had a good time.
Partying with my son. Yeah.
There you go. Well, that's good.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
great.
Had a great time.
Hey, and we got the Revealer back.
Revealer back in
The
the building.
Revealer back is back in the building. Yes, sir.
Hey, it was always a treat.
It's always a treat. But listen, I invited Miss Sutherland here because I thought it was very, very important, man. We got some kids that are trying to get to the YMCA Christian Value Camp.
Right.
And I'm going to let Miss Sutherland tell you a little more about that, and she can tell us what she needs.
Okay. Wonderful. Step up to the mic. We got
All right. Good evening.
Can you stand for 1 second? We got to bring in.
Got to bring in, right? Got to give a round of applause.
We got to give it a round of applause. Right? All right. That's enough, y'all. That's enough.
All right. Thank you so much and good evening. And first, I would like to thank Sheriff Bronson for giving me this opportunity to come on the radio tonight and solicit the aid of the Tuskegee-Macon County community. In the past, we have sent about 6 young men to the YMCA Christian Values Camp or Christian Values Conference. It's in the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Carolina. Okay. And it costs about $500 per young man. Mm-hmm. In the past, this has been funded by the YMCA, but you know that we no longer have a YMCA here in Tuskegee. Right. So in our efforts to try to continue to give these young men the opportunity to go to this Christian Values Camp, we are soliciting the aid of the Macon County Tuskegee community, hoping that some people, out of their generosity, will step forward and try to sponsor 1, 2, 3, or all of the young men. It's $500 per young man. We've sent 6, which comes up to $3,000. However, we will send as many as we can.
Right.
They leave by bus, and they travel all night, and they go to the mountains of North Carolina. The camp has 3 focal points. They explore their personal values. They share in spiritual fellowship, and they develop new friends. In order to be able to go, they have to write an essay. Okay. And the essay is entitled, "You Are Not Alone." The young men are chosen according to who writes the best essay. Right. And heretofore, we have not had to leave anybody behind. Okay. The 6 who wrote their essays were the 6 who went.
Okay, wonderful.
That's good.
Presently, some of the ones who have gone before are anxious to try to go again.
Right.
So we have until March 11th to submit the essays to the YMCA. We are connected with the YMCA in Montgomery. Mm-hmm. And when we submit those names, we take the young men down there to Montgomery, and they board the bus, and they are very excited, hoping that they will get a chance to go this year. So that's why I'm here, Sheriff. Oh, I almost said Amos. I went back in time.
I went back in time.
Sheriff Bronson has given me this opportunity to come to the Tuskegee community by radio to ask for your support, and hopefully you will come forward and help to fund sending these young men. This is a precious commodity, our young black men.
That's right.
That's right.
And this is a Christian values camp. They have devotion 3 times a day. And it's very rewarding for them.
Yeah,
So we're hoping that the community will rise up and help us to make this happen for these young men.
Hey, that's great. You know, and it's just a great opportunity to do something positive for these young men in the community. And it's a great time and great event for these guys to learn something and do something positive for themselves.
Exactly.
You know, we talk about loving our young people, keeping them out of trouble, and giving them something to do. Hey, people, this is the perfect opportunity. And, you know, we're talking about 6 young men, but maybe we can come up with more.
Exactly.
And what's the deadline on the money?
The deadline is June the 1st.
June the 1st.
They have to write their essays by May 11th.
Okay.
And what I don't want to happen is to have them to write essays and then find out that they
Can't
cannot go.
Right.
So we're asking you if you would make your donations make your checks out to the YMCA, and then they can be sent to the Sheriff's Department if that's all right with you, Sheriff Bronson.
Fine. Yes.
And then we can see how many we can actually send to North Carolina.
Well, that's good. That's great. You know, maybe we can go up in the square one day and sit and ask for donations, play some music, and play some music. Just ask if anybody can come and donate some money. Maybe we'll get some hot dogs to help out. And then anybody come in, hey, make a donation, get your free hot dog.
Okay.
And see if we can get something for these young men.
That's right, man.
And even if you're not able to contribute $500, $50, $100, $150, all of that will add up. All of that will add up. And we'll appreciate any donation that the community is able to make.
So fraternity, Greeks, you guys hear that?
Yeah, everybody.
This is a perfect time.
Perfect time.
People that running for office, candidates, it's a perfect time.
Perfect time.
Make it shine. You want to stand out in front of the rest. It's the time you do it.
Yeah, that's right. So we'll set up one day, maybe one day next week, and just set up and let people know when we're going to be out there. Cook some hot dogs, and if you got $1, please bring $1.
That's right.
You know, if 3,000 people give $1, we got $3,000.
That's right.
Right
there.
Break it down, baby.
That's right there.
All right. You know,
that's all 6 of them, right?
6,000 people, 50 cents.
That's right.
Hey, man, I did good at math.
I did good at math. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm a Tuskegee grad, baby.
That's right. That's right.
I was valedictorian in my kindergarten class, too.
Kindergarten.
And another thing, Sheriff, you know, people like to get something for their little money.
Oh, yeah.
And we may be able to pull all of law enforcement together in this county.
Right.
And give a movie night or something down.
Oh, that's good, too.
Right.
That's good, too.
At the Blue Seas Restaurant.
Yeah.
You know,
man,
they'll be
that's
getting
good.
something for their money, but they'll be supporting our youth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds good. And that's a great idea. But whatever we going to do, we going to make an effort to make it happen.
Right.
Miss Sullivan, we're going to definitely make an effort to make it happen, and I applaud you for doing this, all this time. You always helping the kids.
Always.
You and your husband always help. We ain't going to talk about a husband right now. But he's sitting back there quiet. He don't want to be here, but, we going to, he a great guy. Y'all know my buddy.
Yeah.
But they always helping kids.
Right.
And
that's our future.
Yeah, you're right about that. That's our future.
Yeah.
And that'll be wonderful.
Yeah, that would be nice. That'd be good. That'd be great.
And when you get the 6 guys, you can bring them back on the show and let them appreciate. That did donate. You know, they can just
that'd be great.
give thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I thank you so much for this opportunity, and I'm looking forward to our community rising up to meet this challenge.
That's right. Hey, we
Macon County.
We got to come together. We got to come together.
We can do it. Make one of these young guys' dream come true.
That's right. That's right.
Thanks again.
Thank you, Miss Sullivan, and thank you, Lieutenant Captain, and Captain Lieutenant.
Need the both of them.
Need the both of them. And Macon County, that's right.
He love it.
That's great, man.
That's
I
great.
think
I love
that would be very good. Hopefully, we can raise this money and make these 6 young men happy, and maybe even more.
Maybe even more.
I
think we can do it.
And
we
as
can
a
do
community, we got to rise up and take care of business.
That's right. It's very important for the young guys.
And good. If anybody has any ideas on how to raise some money for us, let us know. Some people sitting back and have some great ideas.
Now, what a contact number? We need a contact number too.
We can, Miss Sullivan, you want to call your cell phone or what's your cell phone number?
You get a contact number.
202-3573.
There it is.
Okay. And Miss Sullivan's Miss Sullivan's number is 202 202-3573.
Y'all got it.
That's 202-3573. And only call that now if you want to donate some money.
That's right.
Don't be calling for nothing else now. My buddy over there looking, boy, my buddy. Business call. That's right. All right, I got you. Your business call. A business call. Well, we got it. And then also you can call the sheriff department.
Exactly.
727-2503. If you need to get me a message, just tell me you need to talk to me, or you can talk to my dispatch and they'll write it down and we'll make sure we make arrangements.
Yeah. And that's another thing too. Because some people don't want to know that, let nobody know that they donate.
They did, yeah.
You can just put it in an envelope and just say, tell them what it's for, and blah, blah, blah. You just pass down to the sheriff department. Pass down to the sheriff department, and we'll make sure that they get the money. Right.
And if I don't know, I just thought about giving her number like that, but just do a business call to make sure it's professional. And if you want to, just call the sheriff department, 727-2503.
Sound good.
And I'll get the message to Miss Sullivan or whoever, or y'all want to leave a donation, to be anonymous or whatever. If you want it that way, or if you want us to know that you gave the money, that's fine, because we'll have a list.
That's right.
And I would definitely get you a card or something and let it be known that you gave some money, you contributed to our youth.
Yeah. And we give them a shout out too.
Give them a shout out. I always give them a shout out on the show.
Those who don't want it won't do it. But yeah. Radiothon.
Oh, that'd be good.
That'd be good.
Oh, wow.
That'd be great. Who said that?
Vic
Vic. Yeah, Vic. Tell Vic to come sing for us too.
Hey Vic, man.
Yeah, Vic, you got to come sing.
Hey, tell me his wife's song "Jumping," man. Hey Vic, your wife's song "Jumping," man. I played it last couple of days.
Oh, that's good.
She got a new song called Friday.
Hey, old Vic, our buddy. We have to invite old Vic and let him sing.
I told him
for
come, man.
We might get a few pennies for him singing for us. Tell Vic we said what's
open
up.
Door, man. Open door, Vic. Open door, brother. He know he open door.
Yeah. Hey, hey, listen, everybody, if y'all out there, put your ideas online on the show. We're doing it on live on Facebook right now.
Right.
So give us some comments and we'll say them, and we'll say them.
A bucket chair? Like a bucket chair, like the bucket. Oh, let him throw the ball? No, put the buckets around in the city and let them donate.
Oh, yeah, that's good too.
Yeah.
Somebody got to watch them buckets though.
That's right. Yeah. No, somebody got to hold it.
Yeah. But that's a good idea. That's a good idea too.
Yeah.
We'll take some of these ideas, and that's great. Y'all keep the ideas coming.
Keep them coming.
Keep the ideas coming. And while y'all doing that, we're gonna go on with the sheriff report.
Okay.
And tell Mr. and Miss Sullivan, thank you, Miss Sullivan, thank you,
thank
ALT,
y'all. Thank y'all.
We're gonna get on with the sheriff report.
Thank y'all for coming.
Thank you.
All right.
Between the dates of April 6th to April the 12th, the Macon County Sheriff Department in the last 7 days have received 97 volunteer fire transmissions, 1,256 landline calls, 352 E911 calls, 1,345 radio transmissions for a total of 2,950 contacts. And those a few more calls from last time. But look, the complaints are way down. We only answered 10 complaints this week. But that's good.
That's good.
That is really good.
That's super
so that
good.
lets us know that crime is going down.
Right.
We only got 10 complaints. We only answered 10 calls this week.
That's darn good.
That's really good.
That's really good.
And we're going to go through them, and then we'll make a few more comments on that.
Okay.
But on 4-6, National Forest Road, we had a burglary third, theft fourth. On 4-6 on County Road 55, we had a burglary and a theft. On 4-6 County Road 37, we had a possession of marijuana. On 4-8 on Tallapoosa Street, we had a criminal mischief second and criminal mischief third. 410 U.S. Highway 80 West, we had a burglary. On 410 Beasley Road, theft of property. 411 South School Street, assault third. 411 Bibb Street, criminal mischief third. That's on Wire Road.
Okay.
On 411, we had an arrest on a probation violation. And on 411, Tallapoosa Street, we had a theft of property fourth. So only 10 complaints this week.
Wow, that's good.
And, I like to hope and think that, the crime is going down and we're doing better as a community.
Right.
I want the department to be proactive.
Mm-hmm.
We want to get out there and be in the community and want to be seen.
Right.
And let people know that we're around.
Right.
And maybe that'll, curb some of the violence.
It does.
And just, thankful that we only had 10 complaints and no violent complaints.
Right.
And hopefully we can keep that up, especially these violent crimes. We don't want these violent crimes. We don't want the domestic violence, and we definitely don't want the thefts.
That's right.
So hopefully we can keep it up and we can get even better.
Right.
But we're going to be diligent in what we're doing. We're going to try to be visible like we always do. We're going to ride around. We're going to shake people's hands. And we're going to be polite, and we're going to be humble. And we're going to do our job.
Right.
And that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yep.
And hopefully things will just keep getting better and better. With everybody working together.
Got to work together.
Everybody working together for one goal.
Right, right.
And I think that's great. What you think about that, Chief?
I think you're absolutely right.
You know, we got to.
And, you know, when people start cooperating with law enforcement and making known the negatives, that enables you and all of the rest of your department to do a better job.
Right, right.
And the rapport that exists now between the people and the sheriff's department is excellent, because that means that people are no longer afraid every time they see a sheriff's deputy car company, or they're not looking for a debate and an issue every time they bump into a law enforcement person.
Right. Okay?
And let me tell you, you know, we are sitting around these days listening to the news, and the news reports would make you think that there are no honorable people anywhere anymore.
In the world. Yeah. You're right. But you're right.
Yeah, you are definitely right.
I was in Sam's today, and I watched a senior citizen come up to buy $114 worth of merchandise. And she was fumbling with her money, and she must have put at least $140 out on the counter to the clerk. And the clerk went through the counting process, and I was just wondering, what in the world is that girl going to do? Because this senior citizen is making a mess of her situation. And that beautiful young lady demonstrated honesty, integrity, and just total character, and that she counted out the $114 that she was due for the cash register and gave that senior citizen the balance of her money back. And I just had to stop at that young lady's position and give her one of those Obama bumps and tell her that I was super proud of her as an old man for being honorable enough to take care of that senior citizen.
That's right. That's right.
So there are still some honorable people out here.
It's a lot of them.
Yeah, it's a lot of them.
It's a lot of them.
It's a lot of them.
Right.
Well, you know, one of the things that we got to make sure that we do, and we talk about this on the show a lot, is that we got to take care of the seniors.
Got to.
We have to look out for them. We talk about when the weather is bad, you know, and they need water, or you know, they just need to be checked in on.
Yeah. All the time.
And we got to look out for them. The most vulnerable in the society, the children and the seniors.
Exactly.
We got to look out for them.
Exactly.
And that's why hats off to the young lady that did that. You know, because people are taking advantage of the seniors these days.
They are.
And so we've just got to make sure that we look out for them in that way, because, you know, there's some bad players out there.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, society is getting kind of rough.
It is.
Yeah. And so we really got to look out for each other.
Right.
And I don't know whether you've broken it yet, Sheriff, that we are working on a policy and a plan now to do more of that. Have you broke that out yet?
I think I may have mentioned it a while back about a program that we were trying to put together to where Chief Frazier here especially, and some more of the, a couple other deputies are going to go out, and that's going to be their mission, to go to the senior citizen homes and make sure they're all right, to do some running around for them, to, you know, check on them, see if they can run a few errands for them, and just be company for them.
That's great.
You know, a lot of people just need somebody to talk to sometime. You know, somebody to be there for them. If they can't get up, at least, you know, Chief and his crew of guys, you know, can make them feel better.
Exactly.
And we're going to start that program. I was talking about, you know, name the program and putting it on these cars for these special deputies to go out and do that. And if you need them, they'll be there for you.
Well, you know, one of the things Tuskegee historically has taken care of the seniors.
Oh, yeah.
We have the RSVP program. That's the building where we are right now.
Right now.
There's a building dedicated to taking care of the seniors.
Citizen.
So we just got to step it up a little bit, you know. I think that this is going to be a good addition.
Yeah, this going to be a great addition.
Yeah.
You know, and with that said, you know, I do have my EMT deputies about to graduate from school, working on a vehicle for them, and along with what Chief and the guys are doing with the senior system, if they need help, hey, I'm going to have EMTs ready to go.
Right.
You know, we can't always get a ambulance. We can't always get, you know, the fire department is busy, you know, but at least these guys can roll. They'll be able to do basic stuff. They have to check some blood pressures.
Right.
You know, if they have to do some things like that to help our senior citizens, we'll be willing and able to do it.
That'd be good.
And I just think it's a great program, you know, helping the senior citizens.
Right.
And we're going to come out with that soon. We've been talking about it a while, just trying to get everything in place. But it'll be a great thing to have some deputies that's dedicated to just riding around checking on our senior citizens.
Exactly.
Yes.
You know, and it's going to bring a better quality of life to these older people, man.
Yeah,
because, you know, a lot of them are just afraid.
Yeah.
Right.
They watch the news, and that make them more afraid.
That's right. That's right.
And to have a uniformed deputy just stop by to chat,
right,
you know, is doing two things. It's enhancing that person's belief that they are safe,
right,
and it's showing the crooks and the no gooders out there that this is not a place you need to be messing around.
That's right. That's right.
That's right.
So we're developing a policy now, and the sheriff is getting the internal stuff ready. And as soon as we get it broke out, we're going to have a pamphlet that we will take to all of those sick and shut-in citizens especially, to explain to them what the process is, what the purpose is, and what all they need to do if they need us is to call.
Just to call. We just a phone call away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's tough being alone a lot of times.
It is.
And a lot of our senior citizens are alone. And just need somebody to talk to.
Yeah.
And it's just as simple as that. If you need us, call us. We'll be there.
Right.
You know, some of them just need errands run. Some of them might need little things, and we can take care of that.
Stuff moved around.
Yeah,
it's too heavy. Yeah,
we can take care of that.
All that. Yeah,
you know.
That's great.
So I think it'll be a great program.
Great program.
And we're gonna do what we can do.
Right.
You know, we're gonna do what we can do. If we got guys working 6 hours today strictly on that program, we'll work for 6 hours doing what they do. And whoever we can get in to see that day, that's what we'll do.
Great.
We'll turn around and do it the next day.
That's great.
You know what I'm saying? Just a plus. I think it'll be a plus for everybody in the community. And one thing that shows that our deputies, Macon County Sheriff Department, is part of this community.
That's right.
You know, it's not always bad. I know people don't like us.
Yeah.
You know, we still got the haters.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
That's fine.
But we're going to do our job.
Our job.
And hopefully people will see that's what we're trying to do. Trying to do our job and trying to be part of the community. And we're not all bad.
Right.
You know, I got a call. It's funny, I got a call yesterday from one of my attorney buddies that said there was a rumor that somebody had killed me, I was dead or whatever.
No.
And then he called back about an hour later and said they said I had resigned as sheriff. And then we just thought it was kind of crazy for people to start rumors like that, you know. And that's okay, but I just want the community to know if anybody heard that, none of that is true.
Yeah.
You know, none of that is true.
Well, you certainly aren't dead.
No. Yeah. So, you know, and he was very concerned when he called. And he said he was just so glad. I'm not going to say his name, but one of our great attorneys here, you know, he just said he was so glad for me to pick up that phone.
Right, exactly.
People started a bad rumor like that, and people were calling around and calling him. And he called, you know, with concern. And it just made me feel good that somebody would be concerned about that.
Exactly.
But, you know, I always talk about the haters. I don't like the haters.
Right.
But I'm not going to please everybody.
You can't.
I can't please everybody. It's impossible.
Yeah, but you got the haters out there spreading fake news.
Yeah, fake news.
Fake news.
But,
fake news.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And you're right. You can take it both ways, though. It could have been somebody that was concerned. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But most of the time it's bad things that start rumors.
That's right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but it could have been somebody concerned. And either way, I'm all right. And like I said, I would tell the people that I'm okay.
Right.
You know, and definitely haven't resigned. You know, we hear some crazy stuff. You know, people say crazy things.
They are.
You know, but I can promise you I haven't done anything wrong to resign for.
Right.
You know, my thing is doing the right thing.
That's right.
You know, as a first-time sheriff, I'm going to make mistakes.
Yeah.
But hopefully those mistakes can be minimized.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm learning.
That's right.
But I have a vision on where I want this county to go.
Right.
And my number one thing is protect the people in this community, in this county, protect their property, and make sure everybody is safe.
That's right.
You know, other than that, you know, those are things that I want to do. But, you know, as the sheriff, this is bigger than just that.
That's right.
That's why I'm trying to start these programs. That's why I'm always in the schools. That's why I'm always in the square.
Right.
You know, that's why I'm always in the stores.
You in the office.
And you see, you
Yeah.
see, Sheriff, that will deal with the haters.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Because the haters, as long as you do your job well,
Right.
then they're going to respect you, whether they like you or not.
That's right.
You see, and I found in my career, you certainly cannot satisfy everybody.
No, you ain't gonna satisfy everybody.
But you can do the right thing.
That's right.
And you can use from within you that right stuff, and then people will respect what you are doing, and that's what it's about anyhow.
That's what it's about.
And then they won't be able to question your integrity.
That's right. Yeah. And you know that's what it's all about. Integrity.
Right.
You know, and I have a high standards for everybody to work in my department. You know, and I'd like to think that everybody in my department has integrity, that everybody's going to do the right thing. But I'm a smart enough man to know that everybody in the department is not with what I'm trying to do.
Right.
And those are the ones we have to weed out. Those are the ones that can't be here because they don't feel the way I do about this community.
Right.
And I'm not here complaining at all, so don't take that wrong.
Right.
I'm not complaining at all. I can handle everything.
Right.
And I'm not complaining, but I just want the people to know that I'm still alive. And I hadn't resigned.
That's right. Okay.
And y'all pray for me in this job because it's a tough job.
It's tough.
It's a tough job.
Tough, man.
You know, it's a tough job.
And I tell you, the point that you just made is important because the citizens need to know that if any deputy sheriff misuse or abuse them, they are to tell you.
Yeah, they tell me.
Because if they don't tell you, then you have no way of knowing.
You have no way of knowing.
And if you don't know it, you cannot deal with it.
That's right.
But now be fair, public.
Yeah.
Just as you're going to call the sheriff to talk about all the wrong that a deputy may do, when a deputy does something good, call and give them some reward and respect for that.
Exactly.
Yeah. They're quick to spread rumors about bad stuff. Yeah. Let's spread some rumors about good stuff.
Positive stuff.
Positive.
And you know, I was pleasantly surprised that, you know, people have called and say, hey, I want to comment on this deputy that he did a great job. He went way.
Good.
You know, I even had some people send a few checks.
Wow.
That say, hey, this deputy did this. I want to send a check, donate something to the sheriff department to let them know that your guy did very, very good.
And I've had
that's great.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. You know, and you know, that's a good thing. It makes me feel good.
Exactly.
It makes me feel good. But and I say it all the time. If you have a complaint on a deputy, please let me know.
Right.
It will not go unnoticed. You know, because they're here to protect and serve, and they have to be pleasant when they do it. Right. You know what I'm saying? This is not a personal game.
Right.
We're here to answer calls and protect you. And we have to separate from being personal with it from being a business call. But I'm saying that to say a lot of these officers who do wrong things take it personal.
Yeah.
If you run from them, they take it personal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If they got to get out and chase you, they mad at you.
Right.
Or if you say something wrong to them, they mad at you.
Right.
You know, if you having a domestic dispute, they mad at you.
Right.
You know, if you hit your lady, you know, they mad at you. But it's not like that.
Not like that.
You can't be personal like that.
Yeah, but they are human too. So yeah,
they are human.
Got to keep that in mind.
They are human too.
Yeah.
And we have to know that they are human.
Exactly.
And let me tell you something. They are human, and in a good human being, there's something called good crazy and bad crazy. Now, we don't want a bad, crazy deputy or police officer on a force doing people wrong for a long time.
Right.
But now, if during his process of service, you run up under him and threaten him or abuse him or her, well, then some bad crazy may very well come out on you. And then when you are evaluating and assessing and getting ready to report to the sheriff, you admit what you did too.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, if you pushed the sheriff and told him, you can't do that to my wife or girlfriend,
right,
well, then you got yourself a problem.
Yeah,
because you just assaulted a law enforcement officer.
Right.
But by the same token, if you run into an officer who's on the good side, now even those will come out with some good crazy on you. You know, because I've had to apologize to my commanders a lot of time for just going off on a person because I was having a bad day.
Yeah.
And they pushed me in the wrong way.
Right.
But what I did, I went and told the truth about it, and that got me some leniency. I still got discipline, but at least the person got a chance to report it. We got a chance to evaluate it. I got discipline, and we moved on to be protected and serve in the future.
Right.
Great.
Well, you know, I think all of us as officers that have traveled that road, you know, we have gotten mad.
Right.
You know, and I know I've said that I had to do the same thing by telling Lieutenant a story of a guy that made me mad on the road. But hey, I did it.
Yeah.
You know, I lost my temper.
Right.
And I had to call my commander. I had to call Lieutenant. Say, hey man, this is what I did.
Right.
You know, please forgive me. You know, I'm telling you what I did, and I did this because of this.
Right.
You know, and I just lost my cool. Guy shot me a bird and called me a bad name.
Right.
And I'm there in my uniform, and you know, he disrespected me real bad. And so I had to tell him about it.
Right.
But, you know, besides being an officer, I'm a man too.
Exactly.
Right.
You know, and that's foremost. I'm a man.
Man first.
I'm a man first.
A wise officer told me one time, a state trooper told me this years and years ago. He said his policy is to treat everybody with respect.
Right.
He said, but he is polite but firm.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was his policy, you know, and he treats every situation differently,
Yeah.
you know, goes on how the person responds.
Yeah.
You know, the escalation thing, you have to escalate like you said last week. So, but polite but firm is a good policy.
That's a good policy.
Right.
But, you know, I tell all my guys, and the way I am, I would rather talk to people than even have an argument about something.
Right.
You know, and I tell them, you know, when you go on the scene, you got to be polite.
You got to.
You give them every opportunity that you can. I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to keep my voice down. But once you start escalating, then I have to escalate.
That's when you become
I
firm.
am an officer.
Right.
You know, I am an officer. We have to win.
Yep.
Now, we can't let somebody dictate what we do.
Exactly. You got to stay in
So
control.
we got to stay in control.
Yep.
So I would rather de-escalate, you know, talk to them, and I'm not even going to get mad. Then I'm going to keep going as a professional.
Right.
But I can't let them control what we're trying to do.
Exactly.
And finally, when I say, hey, you under arrest, you under arrest.
It's a done deal.
It's done deal.
Done deal. It's
Now
a wrap.
you going. It's just the way you go.
Easy way or the hard way.
But I would rather say, hey man, come on, get in the car. And you know what? I've never had a problem doing that. And people see, hey man, he trying to respect me. I'm gonna do the right thing. Even when they mad, hey, Sheriff trying to respect me, and I'm gonna keep my cool.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep my cool.
And a lot of times, Sheriff, relatives will step in.
Yes, yes.
You know, if you got a crisis situation and the person is being violent and hostile and threatening, a lot of times when the officer handles him or herself in the right way, relatives will step in and take that person in charge.
That's right.
I've had people, guys come in and pick a joker up off the ground and take him away.
Right, right.
You know, before he got arrested.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I've seen that done.
My job was done by the help of the citizens.
By the help of the citizens.
Yeah, I had to do that with one of my relatives recently. So I understand how that is.
Yeah. But, you know, just all this to say, we're not the enemy, man.
That's right.
We're not the enemy. And, you know, we just want to do what we can, do our job. And, hey, we want to go home to our family, too.
Exactly.
We want to go home to our family, too.
You know, people at family reunions should have discussions. And one of the things that family reunions could do, if you have men in the family there and have two of them try to take the third one across your yard from one side to the other and have that person not want to go across the yard. and you can understand then the difficulty that a police officer have in trying to take a person, handcuff them, and secure them for their own safety. And you know, and if you want to heighten a little bit, take the person's shirt off and let the two people try and handle a person who's resisting without clothing on you could grab onto.
Resistance training, wow.
And then if you really want to get down to it, simulate some sweat and wet his body down.
Right.
Now have these two people take him across the yard. And you can begin to understand how difficult it is for police officers to handle somebody who do not want to be handled.
That's true.
And the best thing I can tell you is don't jump in, get involved, and, you know, increase the problem.
That's right, yeah.
Or get yourself hurt.
Yeah. Right. But, you know, police officers, you know, we are what we call, what the state calls, APOST certified. So we go to academy.
Right.
And in that academy, you learn a whole lot of different techniques. You learn about the law. You are physically, assaulted in there, man. You go through it APO certified.
Okay.
So we take a lot of training, get a lot of class, but nothing don't prepare you for the streets for real. Yeah. It's just like, you have to experience these things.
Right.
You got to experience what goes on, and there's something different and new every day.
Every day.
Some of the stuff that we see, you wouldn't believe.
Right.
You just wouldn't believe.
Right.
And it's like being in the military. Mm-hmm. You see things in the military that they don't even want to talk about.
That's right.
But we see stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You can imagine what we see out on the highways. You can imagine what we see when we go to some of these calls. And some of these officers kind of break from that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
They kind of break from things that they see.
Yeah.
So you have to give them a little, leeway in what's going on, and that's why we have to observe our officers. We have people come in. They have to have some of them have to have psychiatric help.
Right.
And you have to watch them closely
to
see what's going on, and that's with all departments. And if we slip, by not doing that, that's when things start to happen.
Yeah.
And that's all over in every department.
Right.
So we have to keep an eye with what's going on. We have to keep these guys trained, keep their head into it. Some of them might snap.
Right. PTSD is real.
Oh yeah.
PTSD.
Yeah, it is.
And then drugs.
Yeah, drugs.
You take the average person is human strong.
Mm-hmm.
You put some Molly in their system, and they are now as strong as 3 or 4 people.
Yeah, right. That's true.
So when you start looking at why a police officer had to strike somebody rather than just hold on to him, well, then all you got to do is go study what steroids and Molly drugs and crack cocaine can do for a person's energy.
Right.
And the techniques that the sheriff just talked about that you're taught in the academy, oftentimes those techniques don't even work.
They don't even work.
Right.
If you are told to twist a person's wrist backwards and then squeeze it upward, a person on Molly drugs ain't going to feel that.
Feel that, right.
You know, so all they doing is just slinging you away.
Yeah.
So mothers and its sisters and grandmothers especially, please understand that the son that you raised from a little boy and you taught him all of the right stuff through 12, 13, 14, and he got to be 18 and is on drugs now, that's a different son than what you raised.
That you raised, yeah. They don't discriminate. Drugs don't discriminate for nobody, no matter who you are.
Yeah, man. Black, white, purple, green.
Girl, boy, child, don't even matter. Don't matter.
Young,
old, black, white, don't matter.
And Sheriff, what we need more young black police officers.
Yes, we do. We
need more young men and women to understand that this is a good job.
Yeah.
It's a worthwhile job because when you hear police officers talking about helping people, it is really a joy that's intrinsically ingrained in your system to help somebody who can help themselves.
That's right.
And we do everything from going out and putting those senior citizens back up in the bed because they fell out and they couldn't get back in.
Right.
All the way to now saving a person's life who just overdosed with the drug that they got that brings them back to life.
Right.
So we need young black men and women to reassess. I heard that little boy on the beginning of this show say, when I grow up, I want to be a DJ. Well, I tell you, I want some of those young black boys and girls to grow up to be the police officers.
That's right.
Because we need to be there to help make sure that the law is properly represented for us instead of everybody else but us.
That's right.
Okay. It's about, we're at the 5-minute mark right now, and we finna do the drop real quick, all right?
Okay.
Hey, Tuskegee, make sure you watch the Macon County Sheriff's Report with Sheriff Andre Brunson every day at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. on Tuskegee Virtual TV, Channel 181 in town, and Channel 19 on the TU campus, hosted by DJ Booty Rush. Be sure to check out our live stream every Thursday evening on YouTube at Tuskegee Virtual. We're keeping Tuskegee in the know.
All right, we back. We back.
I like that drop. I like that. That's good. Pat did a great job on that.
Big shout out to Pat.
But Miss Sheriff gave me this a little while ago from some of the recommendations that came off of Facebook Live, and they had some good ideas.
Great.
And the first idea that they wrote down was buckets in the stores.
Okay.
Which is good.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And then second was a radiothon.
Okay.
Which would be great.
Right.
mean, that's something we can do. And this is interesting. The sheriff department versus the fire department. Yes, we can see who raised more money.
Wow.
And that would be a good one. Sheriff department versus the
fire
department. I'm going to have to call them over at the sheriff department and see if they up for the challenge.
Right.
And you people need to stop by the sheriff department and bring us some money so we can beat this fire department. We're going to have to put that out there.
Now, I'm telling you now, the fire department.
Oh, they be getting down.
They get down.
Yeah, they do.
Now, they do. Now, every Christmas, they get down.
Oh, they do. But you know what? I accept that challenge with them.
Oh, man.
It's all for the kids. You know what I'm saying? It's all for the
Sounds like we're on now.
Yeah, that would be a good one. I got to talk to them tomorrow.
Oh, boy.
Hey, we might as well add the police department on there.
Oh, yeah. They can all get some.
TUPD.
Hey, they can all.
Yeah.
Hey,
know the Suga.
Chief Martis, what's up? Let's do it.
Know the Suga.
Yeah.
Know the Suga.
See, the campus can raise some money.
Exactly.
But you know what I always say? They can always get some.
That's right.
All of them. Yeah. We up for the competition.
Okay. There you go.
We up for the competition.
That'll be good.
Well, we just put it out there.
Now, I'm telling you something would be really nice, too. Not only that, just probably a little basketball intramural basketball game.
Fine.
Yeah, with the fire department, the police department, sheriff department.
I ain't playing no basketball.
Shoot a three. You can shoot a three.
I ain't playing no basketball.
You can coach.
I coach. I ain't playing no basketball.
We got a lot of tall guys out there.
Yeah, we do.
What else is on that list?
But they can be tall and can't play.
Well, you right about that.
But we do got Calhoun and Big Rob.
Oh yeah, man.
But you know what? I'm athletic though.
Yeah,
I can shoot, man.
Yeah. I mean, not from one of the first sheriff whatnot. Did he say he can run?
Yeah.
Track team, you little track team now.
I was on the track team.
Yeah, right.
Hey, I was a 4-year starter on the football team.
4-year starter.
Hey, man, I'm an
athlete.
Athlete.
You're athlete all around.
I can play marbles. I can play tennis. I can do all of it. I can play tennis. I can do all of it.
Do it all of it. That's right. That's what's up, man.
Yeah. Okay, let's get on back to the list. Got to be talking about what I can do.
Man.
Hey, Corey, can I do that?
Yeah,
that's right. The sheriff, I can do it.
Well, the challenge is on.
And the challenge is on.
There you go.
Right.
So, a local talent show, that would be good.
Right. Yep.
And then what you just said, a 3-on-3 basketball tournament, which would be good.
Oh, they just said, okay, that's right. Okay, yeah.
And here, if you would like to present a donation on the show, it would be good.
Right. Yep.
You know, it would be good.
Yep. Call in or something.
Call in or something, or either come. We can take it here.
That's right.
You know, but anything we can do to help these young men would be great. And, you know, this is our community.
Our community.
And we're doing everything we can to better our community.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm with all of these.
Yeah.
And if you have anything else, you know, call the sheriff department. Say, hey, I got a great idea. Come down and see me. You know, my door's always open. Come down and see us.
Right.
And we'll get something going. And we need to start now. We don't need to wait till the last minute.
Right,
you know how we do.
Right.
We don't want to wait till the last minute.
Right.
We want to get it done now so they know what's going on.
Because what's the deadline? June 1st?
June 1st.
Yeah.
June 1st.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Oh, yeah. This is the program with Miss Sullen.
the YMCA.
Yeah. The YMCA.
Christian.
Yeah, they're sending the young men
Christian Value Camp.
up in the Smoky Mountains.
Christian Value Camp.
Smoky Mountains.
North Carolina Smoky Mountains. Yeah.
It should be great.
Yeah, that should be great.
Yeah.
That's
Trying to raise $500 per camper.
And we got somebody out there that can sponsor all of those
Yeah,
guys right there.
yeah.
We can send more than 6.
Yeah.
Right.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
she said.
Well, we can send whatever we can, whatever money we can get the money for, whatever number we can get the money for. That's what we were saying.
Okay.
There you go.
And it would just be a great experience for everybody.
Right.
You know, it would just be a great experience. But I'm gonna
2
say
minutes
this.
left.
I know we only got a little time left, but you know, people in the community, take care of yourself.
Right.
You know, don't leave anything open to where you put yourself in a bad predicament and make yourself a victim of what's going on.
Right.
You know, always lock your doors. You know, always look around you.
Okay.
You know, just be diligent in keeping yourself safe.
Okay.
And neighbors, please, neighbors, look out for your neighbors.
Right.
Please, neighbor, look out for the elderly, look out for our young folk. You know, and just a good community to live in, man.
Great
community. Love Macon County, man.
Macon County is the best.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And it's just good, man.
Be sure to tune in to the Sheriff's Report on Tuskegee Virtual TV, Channel 181 in town and Channel 19 on the campus. every day at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Every day.
Every day. They also can go to Tuskegee Virtual, YouTube, and Facebook right now and then be able to see all of this where we're going right now.
And the word I have is, let's be more honorable.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Let's stop lying to ourselves and everybody else around us.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
You know, the change that we need in this country now is within each and every one of us. Yeah. And it begins with you getting yourself together, not lying, not cheating, not abusing your family, and etc., to make the difference.
Yeah. Okay. And I know they want to know one thing. If that camera, they're catching it. Now, you got something with you this time, Chief Frazier, around your neck. So I know that the camera is picking it up. So let the camera pick up that a little bit more closer there, my brother.
When I walked in the door,
put the mic on. Put the mic on.
Yeah. I asked the high sheriff if it was okay if I sported my stuff with my Martin Luther King.
That's right.
And he said, "You go right ahead."
Go right ahead. Hey, he has been a great asset to my department.
Great.
You know, when you talk about bringing knowledge, know-how, and people that love the community and that's willing to do anything,
right?
Hey, he the man.
The man.
You know, I don't worry about my back. You know, you need people like that with you
around you
that's going to help. You know, hey, I know if I get in the firefight, he ain't running.
That's right.
You know, I know he's here for the community. I know he loves the community.
That's right.
You know, and he just got my back.
Okay.
And we need more people in the community like that to have each other's back.
Exactly.
And just make it a better place to live.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we got plenty men like that around here. You know, that has all of our back.
That's right.
You know, plenty men like that. Whether it's you, him, here, we got each other's back. There's a lot of people in the community that got our back, and those are people we want on our team.
All the time.
Yeah, all the time.
We run out of time here, you guys. We got to go. We got to get up out of here. We got to do a quick shout out. I know we run out of time, but let's do our quick shout out real quick. Who I want to get a shout out? Who want to start first?
Hey, I go ahead and start first while I'm talking now. Hey, I want to give a shout out to my neighborhood watchers, man. You know, we're going to have Mr. Duncan and Miss Duncan and some other people on the show next week.
Okay.
You know, we're going to do that this week to talk about combining these neighborhood watches.
Right.
You know, and I've been talking about that a lot, and so we want to get together with them, and I'm going to invite them on. They were coming today, but they're going to make it next week.
Okay.
We're going to talk about the neighborhood watches and try to get them combined. And, hey, man, that's a big plus. You know, I always said I wanted a community neighborhood watch, you know, and I think it'll be a plus.
Great.
Shout out to everybody.
I
want to give a shout out to my awesome crew, Kim, Motor City, Butch Baxter, Brinsky, Miss Sheriff's in the house, and Jordan, who is doing some awesome stuff.
Bam.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
And my shout out goes to my little mama, Bernice. And all of the beautiful youth in this community.
Oh yeah.
Don't forget about your little puppy now.
Yeah. Don't forget the vicious attack dog. The vicious attack dog. Nobody's ankles are safe.
I like to give a shout out to my wife, my family, kids, everybody. Big shout out to my daughter, Abby. She getting ready to graduate. Study hard, baby. Study. So you can get up out of there. Also want to give a shout out to my crew right here. 100.7 WBZ, the communicator, Sylvester McPherson, and the co-pilot, Andre Fields. Big shouts out to them too as well. And all of these guys right here, man, big shouts out to all y'all, man. Y'all always come here consistently every Thursday, man. I'm talking about, I look forward to coming here every Thursday, man. You know what I mean? Like I'm like a little kid.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah,
so we have fun and we give a lot of information out to the people in the community. So I love that. So shout out to everybody. Whole entire Macon County.
Whole time Macon County.
So that's been our time, people. On the best station, Nation 100.7 WBZ. And don't forget to go to Tuskegee Virtual, YouTube, and Facebook and check out this program right here. Okay? That's been our time. We out.
Hey, Tuskegee, make sure you watch the Macon County Sheriff's Report with Sheriff Andre Brunson every day at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. on Tuskegee Virtual TV, Channel 181 in town, and Channel 19 on the TU campus, hosted by DJ Booty Rush. Be sure to check out our live stream every Thursday evening on YouTube at Tuskegee Virtual. We're keeping Tuskegee in the know.